Hi, this is Ron Kinscherf with Muddy River News. We have Michael Britt from Lonestar with us, and they will be a part of the Gem City concert series in Quincy here on Sunday, May 26th. They'll be headlining. And what's a sound? Do you remember the first time someone said Lone Star will be headlining a concert?
It's been a while, but yeah, I vaguely remember that we were playing. I believe it was in Kalamazoo, Michigan, or someplace like that. Before that, we'd done a lot of opening acts and slots
Right.
like that. And it's one of the first theaters we headlined, and it was the line was wrapped around the building, and we felt like rock stars for the first time ever. So
Yeah.
that's
How did
really
that feel, though? I mean, obviously, you had to go through all the pains and troubles of a band starting up, and now all of a sudden you're the top name on the marquee. That had to be, I mean, just amazing. Like,
it was amazing, and we were just so tickled to have it happen to us. I think everybody should have that kind of feeling. It's to make just to feel important, to somebody in somebody's lives. That's just really a big thing.
so to follow up on that, so you've got a kind of unique project going on with your latest EP. You want to explain what you got going on?
Yeah. We wanted to kind of we had a little bit of, free time at one point last year, kind of the same time, kind of in the January, February, March kind of area. We get a little slow. So we thought, and one day we were actually gearing up for our first showcase with Drew, our lead singer, and um, he started playing time after time at a sound check, and we thought that was just really cool that, it's not a song you would associate with a male singer to begin with, but just an older rock song, but he did such a cool version of it that we thought we wanted to get that on tape. So we we said, let's just pass the tracks around and just kind of build the song, individually at each other's houses, because we all had recording setups at our houses. And so that's what we did. We did time after time, and it turned out pretty good considering we just all did it. And then I think Dean had the idea, if we're going to do that, let's just go in the studio. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to spend money for one song in the studio. So then we kind of just came up with the idea that let's just all pick a song, no cover song, maybe all female cover songs at first, and just do all of those and see what that turns out like. And we just did it for fun. Honestly, there was nobody to tell us no. And that's the coolest thing. It's kind of like being kids in a garage band, there's no parents to tell you no, so you just do it.
Yeah, that so like the first release from that is going to be a Fleetwood Mac tune, correct?
Yeah, we released that one already, the You Make Love and Fun, and we shot
Okay.
a video for that. And then the next one to come out, I believe, is Here Comes the Rain by the Eurythmics.
So was there a specific reason why you picked female? I mean, you're doing Pink, you're doing Adele. It's a really interesting group of female voices you picked. Was there a reason why it was female?
Not really, just the fact, I think the cool thing, what we just thought when Drew did time after time at that sound check was like, it was just so unexpected, and then we thought, wouldn't it be funny to do just all female songs? Like, it's just basically doing songs that aren't going to be directly compared, because you're not going to compare Drew's voice to a female singer. So I think that was kind of like the appeal to us is, we're going to pick these songs that people wouldn't expect a guy to be
Mm,
singing. Nobody expects a guy to be singing Rolling in the Deep. It's just,
no.
but it's, I think just trying to do that kind of unexpected thing was what kind of appealed to us.
So now when you're going on the road, does it, since you've got this new kind of twist to what you guys are doing, I'm assuming you're going to play these on the road since it's part of your repeat. So does it sound like you're a kind of, I don't want to say a new band, but kind of refreshed in a way that you got this new type of music to bring to your audience?
We just always love finding new songs to do live because honestly, a lot of our fans have been with us for so long and they want to hear all of our hits. And luckily, we've had so many hits that, we've got a show full of hits. So it's kind of hard to find places to put new songs in a way. But these kind of sit in their own little genre, in their own little place. So it was kind of fun to be able to, we're going to put a couple or three in the new show that we're getting ready to work up. But we've done You Make Love and Fun already live a couple times, and it's just fun. I think it's just interesting, and I think people just like appreciate interesting. People spend half their days on the phone looking at different videos, and it may be things they're totally into, or it may just be something they just were not expecting. And I think that this is kind of like the unexpected part of our show.
Yeah, it's always interesting when a band does a cover, I think,
Yeah.
because you guys made an effort to bring your own style to the covers. I do know that, right?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah,
So
we didn't
I,
just.
I
Yeah.
just think that's kind of cool for the audience. Oh my God, they're singing a Pink song or something like that. I just think that adds a lot to the show. And I think it also exudes a little bit of confidence in yourselves, correct? That you're trying something that's not necessarily up your alley. I mean, they're not country songs, and
Well, the cool thing, and it wasn't super thought out. The cool thing is, and we've been doing cover songs since we began. You know, we
Mm,
started as a bar band doing cover songs, and then we started writing original music. But we've always enjoyed doing cover songs because they're you can put your own spin on it. You can take it someplace it isn't originally. But some of these songs are so iconic. That's the name of the album. I mean, like You Make Love and Fun. I couldn't not give a huge nod to Lindsey Buckingham's guitar solo. So, but it still to me sounds like me playing Lindsey Buckingham solo. It doesn't
right.
sound like him playing. But I think that's what happens when you have a band. You have all these different influences that everybody brings to the table. And any song we end up recording ends up sounding like a Lone Star song just because that's how we play. That's our style that we do. And even when we're trying a little bit to copy some bits of songs, it still comes out sounding like us. And I think that's the cool thing about all cover songs.
Yeah.
When you hear John Mayer doing "Free Falling" by Tom Petty, that's one of my favorite covers ever because you almost hear the song in a completely new way. The lyrics make a different, almost have a different meaning.
Michael, you brought up Lindsey Buckingham, and it kind of leads to my next question. Is there, when you do the cover songs, was there a specific lead guitar piece of a song that was almost too much of a challenge for you? You're like, I just can't get this one right. Then you're like, my God, now I have to get it right because it's so damn hard.
Yeah, the not necessarily hard. I think what I tried to do. There's only one. There's a couple solos on this, but the biggest one is the Fleetwood Mac, the Lindsey Buckingham
Mm,
solo. Um, and honestly, I've been such a huge fan of them and that album and those songs for so long that I didn't even have to learn the song. I mean, I like literally didn't sit down and try to copy it. And I do that a lot because I play with some cover bands here around town for fun sometimes, and I'll really work on the songs and try to copy them because that's what they do.
yeah.
But for this one, I just like the song just I hear it in my head, and so I just kind of found what I was hearing in my head on my guitar, and I didn't actually sit down and learn it. So it isn't identical to what he's playing, but what I did try to do was capture the feel that he had.
Mm-hmm.
His really kind of aggressive vibrato he does on that. I was just trying to mimic that a little bit. So I basically just wanted to show my respect to it, is what I would say. I respect him as a player, I respect the artistry that he just had all these years, and I just wanted to not screw it up.
Now, do you guys still get nervous?
Anytime we do something that's kind of out of the ordinary, we get
But,
nervous.
but what about when you're going to be on stage in Quincy? Will you guys take the stage, and will it be? Is there still a pressure to perform?
There's always a pressure to perform, but I feel like we've done enough shows in our career that if it's just a normal kind of, if we get in our routine of the day and everything's going well, it's just usually a flow. It kind of, we don't get nervous. But you put us on national TV for a change, on a big TV show or something like that, or like we're getting ready to work up a whole new show in a couple of weeks. That's going to be our first
Mm.
couple shows of that's going to be nerve wracking because we're having to remember all these new things that we've done.
Do you guys have
Uh,
any unique superstitions, like you have to eat red M&Ms or anything like that when you hit the
Nothing
road?
weird like that. We do a pre-show shot before we go on stage, just to kind of like get us in the moment of where we're at. We don't really, it doesn't even matter if there's alcohol in it. It's just kind of like the get together kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then right before every show, we knuckle up and say, "Don't suck." That's we set the bar as low as possible.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
have to be great, but just don't suck.
Just don't suck. Yeah, yeah. Do you remember the first time you ever heard one of your stuff on the radio?
Um, I do. We were in Texas, and we just gotten a record deal. We made it a little, well, we made our first record, the Lone Star record. Tequila Talking hadn't come out yet, but we had a song called Heartbrook Every Day, and our record label put us on this tour called the Walmart Across America tour. And basically, we just went around the Walmart parking lots. It was us and two other artists, and we would just go play in a Walmart parking lot every day for like a week.
Right.
So we were out in Texas doing that, and while we were doing that, one of the stations was playing some of our songs off that the sampler EP they got before the album came out.
So
So
what
that
was
was the
that?
first time we ever heard Heartbrook Every Day on the radio with us singing it.
Yeah, that's got to be a moment that's burned into your
Oh,
memory.
we were all driving and we just, tickled to death and that we heard our song on the radio. And it's happened a few times. And the weirdest thing was we were in New York City doing press for something, and I'm walking just down Times Square, all the open shops, the electronic shops are always going out of business. And walking past one of those, and I hear a maze coming out of one of those shops. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. I'm in the biggest city in America, just walking
Yeah.
by a random shop and hearing a song.
Do you want to grab somebody and say, "Hey, that's me. That's my song"?
I wanted to, yes, I did not, but yeah,
Yeah.
I always want to do that.
Hey, Michael, travel safe.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you for your time, and enjoy your trip to Quincy, and can't wait to see you guys.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All
Can't
right,
wait.
Michael Britt with Lone Star. He'll be here on Sunday, May 26th.
Thank you.